our channel, Design on a Dollar. I'm your host, Ida, and today we are going to do a Dollar Tree mirrored glass crystal end table lamp. For this DIY, you're going to need 4 of the Dollar Tree small mirrors. You're going to need 4 of the Dollar Tree Certificate of Achievement frames. I didn't have any more, so I'm going to improvise. You're going to need some popsicle sticks from the Dollar Tree. You're going to need some tape, masking tape prayerfully, your E6000. You're going to need preferably 2 of these plastic crystal spoon and things from the Dollar Tree. You're going to need some pendants of your choice. You're going to need some crystals, Wish or Amazon. You're going to need some form of bling. I'm using this, or you can use the Dollar Tree diamond wrap, whichever bling you would like. If you don't have the crystal pendants, you can use the Dollar Tree gems and the fishing twine, and line the fishing twine, the gems up in a row. Put a piece of the fishing twine there, and then hot glue a little piece, and then you'll have a strand. And if you don't have the pendants, you can put 2 of the gems together and put on the end of the pendant. So you can make this an all Dollar Tree product DIY. You're going to need a hot glue gun or a soldering iron. You're going to need some glass cleaner, and you're going to need something to use the glass cleaner with. So the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to cut the top part of the fork and spoon off. And the reason why I said you probably would need 2 sets of these is because you really want to just have the bottom part of the each one of the forks and spoons. But because I didn't have but 1 set, I improvised and used both ends of it, because both ends have a crystal little foot on it, as I'm gonna call it. And so you're going to do those, and you're going to get all 4 of them the same size, preferably, well, not preferably, you do get all 4 of them the same size. So then what I'm going to do, I'm going to line up the 4 mirrors, and I'm going to use E6000. I'm going to use E6000 in between them because I want it to be a permanent fix. And I'm also going to flip it over. And if you want to, I'm just showing you for the purpose of this, the hot glue. I'm using hot glue, but on the one that we're going to use for real, I used E6000. And then you're going to flip it over, and you're going to add the popsicle sticks to it to give it some durability. So you're going to add popsicle sticks down the middle of them. And I use E6000 for that as well. And then you're going to let it dry for 24 to 48 hours, and you'll have something that looks like that. So now I'm going to improvise with the picture frames. I'm going to use these decorative picture frames because I don't have any more of the Certificate of Achievement frames to show you how we're going to build our foundation for our lamp. So this is where your tape come in. You're going to put your glasses together, and you're going to put some E6000 around them, and you're going to down the seam of them, and you're going to put some tape. You're going to place tape on the outside of it to hold it together until that E6000 dries. And then you're going to have something that looks like this once you have it in place, and that's just half of it. You will make 2 more just like that to make a complete box. So once you have your box done, like I said, you will go back in and you will place some E6000 down the seams of them, making sure you have each one of them at a 90-degree angle each side, so your box could be perfect. And you're going to let that dry for 24 to 48 hours, as I said. Then you'll have something that looks like this. Excuse my dog for barking, guys. My husband came home. So now I'm just taking the tape off of the box, the glass box, and this has become our base for our lamp. So the next thing we're going to do is we're going to take and we're going to clean that our base, and we're going to put our feet on the base. Here I'm just making sure, positioning it right, make sure it's going to have enough on all four sides. So as you can see now, I'm going to use hot glue for the purpose of this video, but I would advise you to use the E6000 and just tape it down to hold them in place overnight or 48 hours so they can dry. But for the purpose of this video and for us to go faster, I'm just using the hot glue gun. And there you will see me trying to level out the top of one of our feet because it wasn't sitting quite right, and I used the soldering iron to do that. And I'm just going to continue the process with putting the feet on. So once I have the feet on, I'm going to notice that when I test it out that it's going to be rocking a little bit. So what I'm going to do is take one of the Dollar Tree gems and I'm going to place it on the foot of that one that's rocking. And then you'll have something that looks like this. And this way it still kind of looks like it's crystal. And yes, that's not a gem, that is one of the crystal links. And now I'm just adding some more stability to our base by putting hot glue around each one of the popsicle sticks to secure it in even more, because we want to make sure that base is solid, because we don't want to put our lamp together and it fall apart. So I'm letting this dry. Now we're going to work on our crystal strands. So I wanted a kind of what you call an asymmetrical, or not asymmetrical, but a point up and down kind of theme. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to make 4 long dangles, 4 medium dangles, and 3 short dangles, and I'm going to put 2 on each side, 2 long ones on either side, 2 medium ones on either side, and the 3 short ones in the middle. And so once I do that, I'll have all my crystals and you'll have something like this. And those are the 4 long ones that I'm going to put on each side. So now I'm just showing you, I'm going to start off by trying to put the hot glue on these to make them stay, but I'm going to find out real quick that the hot glue does not stick well to the glass. So I am going to go and use the E6000, and you'll see that method in a few moments. So here's where I'm trying to use the hot glue to put the pieces on, and it looks like it's going to stick, but then they start falling off and you have to put more hot glue on it, and then you just get this glob there and it just doesn't look professional or nice at all. So I'm just going to continue to put the, I'm sorry guys, everything just want to go on in this video. My husband wanted to open up the garage, close the garage, my dog wanted to bark, my phone wanted to talk to me, but we're going to get through this. So as you can see, I'm showing you how it would look with the 4 long dangles on either side, and then I'm going to go with the medium and then the short one. And then I'm showing you right here that the hot glue is not working so well. So what I decided to do was take a thin layer of the E6000 and run it all the way across the front on each side of the box. And I'm just going to lay, as you can see, I have the box laying on this side, and I'm going to lay them inside of that E6000, and then I'm going to tape it off. And I found that this method right here, if you take the time to do it right, you would get it right. And again, I took the jump ring off of the top one, and I just have the first crystal laying on the side. And if you give this the time enough it needs to dry, it's going to work excellent. But me, I was rushing so I can get this video done, so I didn't let it dry the amount of time that it needed to dry. So I had a little bit of issues with mine, but in the end, all in all, you'll see that it came out in the manner. And see, you want to place more of the tape on the back side and not on top of them. And then I weighted it down with something heavy, and then I came back the next day, and this is what we had. I lost the clip somewhere of me putting the base on, but guys, all I did, I drew little arrows on either side of the, well, let me tell you about this first. If you don't have this bling that I have, you can use the Dollar Tree bling wrap and just make the band the width that you need it to cover up your outer strands. But anyway, I took and put the glass on top of the mirrors, and I traced on either corner out with a marker, and then I just placed E6000 right where the marks were, and I just did a L shape on each corner to secure it in. I'm sorry guys, that clip was lost. And now I'm just going to use the E6000 and hot glue to put my trim around. And I'm just putting the E6000 on both the E6000 and the hot glue on the crystals to cover it up. And then after I get all of these, the decorative crystal on the outside, I'm going to go in with a different type of bling wrap, and I'm going to cover up the inside of the, well, I mean a different type of crystal strands, and I'm going to cover up the inside. Now if you do not have those crystals, you can use the Dollar Tree individual gems and do the same process that what I'm getting ready to do. And this is a clip of me showing you the crystals links that I'm using, and I got this from shopwildthings.com. I had it for quite a while, and this is the first time I used it. So here we go guys, and I was showing you that if you didn't have, another option is that you can take the Dollar Tree crystal bracelets that they have in the toy department, and you can make the strands as well. So here we are guys, the finished product of our Dollar Tree mirror glass crystal end table lamp. And as you can see, I'm powering it with 3 LED lights, but they are remotely operated. That's that way. I'm sorry. Woo. This way you don't have to continue to push it in and on and off, the buttons on and off. And as you can see, they change colors, and as well as you can keep it solid on. It has a lot of different features on this remote. So guys, if you like this video, don't forget to rate, comment, subscribe, like, and share. And until next time guys, I love you. Bye bye.